All right, Pack Athletics here with head volleyball coach Austin Albers after the CSU Pueblo volleyball program has gotten underway here in the 2024 season. Coach, thanks for joining us here this morning.
You bet. Thank you for having me.
All right, the volleyball program, like I said, has been underway. You guys had a scrimmage on Monday against Trinidad State Junior College, and the RMAC preseason poll has also come out this week with the volleyball program being ranked in the number 5 spot after a 5th place finish last year as well. Coach, what are your initial thoughts on the scrimmage on Monday and also on the wake of the RMAC preseason poll coming out?
Yeah, it was good to shake the legs out and get to see him in action against somebody else. Just starting practices on Wednesday, we haven't had a ton of time to work on things. It's basically just kind of putting in our base defensive packages, kind of explaining the offense and just getting the bare bones out there. And so to be able to see them go out and play consistently enough to win 4 sets in a row was awesome. I thought the thing that we did best was when we got into strings of errors and kind of gave up some runs that we hit reset, held our own, and were able to maintain or take back leads and finish each set with a victory. So that was great to see. In wake of the poll, we're 5th every year. For us, it's a chance to show up and play and prove the doubters wrong and continue to excel and put ourselves in that top third of the conference. I think we have a team that has the talent to be able to produce, and this year we've really worked hard on having the foundation of the culture to be able to be more consistent than we were last season. And so that's our hope, is to be able to come out, have fun, compete at the highest level, and to get to the end of the season and really just enjoy it and want one more day together. That's really what our conversation is. Really process focused right now, and we intend to stay that way.
We talked about this, me and you off the air a little bit, how strong the RMAC is in volleyball. We've seen Metro State make plenty of runs over the years. We've seen you guys in the tournament here as of late. You've had a successful career here at CSU Pueblo. Just kind of talk about the RMAC in general and just the grind night in and night out.
Yeah, the RMAC's a monster. We have great teams, and I would say over the last couple seasons, you've seen our bottom half become more competitive as well. And so you can never take anything for granted. You can't ever go in, expecting to get a victory. You're gonna have to go in with a chip on your shoulder every night and play good volleyball if you want to come out with a result. And that's awesome, because when we make the postseason, it gives us an opportunity to be competitive, to win matches, and to see the RMAC excel as a conference. Obviously our job is to try to be consistent. We want to win matches at home, and we want to be able to go out and pick off the ones on the road that we feel that we have the talent level to win consistently. And if you can do those things and stay in that top 3, 4, 5, it puts you in a good position for postseason opportunities.
You've got 12 returners, one of those a second time coming around in Megan Mattingly, and you've got 5 newcomers. Kind of talk about the leadership of those 12 returners and then how the 5 newcomers have really come around.
Yeah, I think the big difference, looking at our roster last year, was just the amount of new that we had, 8 freshmen, multiple transfers, and so we were really green coming in and inexperienced, and that showed early on until we were able to kind of get things solidified and figured out. And this year what we were able to do was really invest with a large group of returners in the spring and set ourselves up to be successful in terms of having really good culture drivers, having a good understanding of the system and those types of things. And so we're already seeing that kind of in some of our early stage practices and scrimmage, and all of that is we have more returners that kind of understand how we do things here. And so it puts us in a position where we have more leaders who can bring the youngsters along quicker, and we can gel a little bit more quickly as a team.
You've got a couple more exhibitions here in your preseason. One this Friday at 4:30. You've got the Navy Red matchup, and then on the 30th you get the chance to hit the road, head over to Kearney. What are you kind of looking for in these next 2 scrimmages?
Yeah, this weekend, just scrimmaging against ourselves. It's just cleaning up the things that we noticed from Monday, the things that we'll be working on this week in practice. And then as we get out and play Kearney, that's going to be a matchup against a top 15, top 10 team in the country. And that's our measuring stick as we go into that first weekend. Can we go out, execute at a high level, and keep ourselves in a position where we need to compete? Because what we're going to see is once we get into RMAC play, you're going to see the same thing. You're going to see top 15, top 10 teams in the country, and those are the teams that we want to be competitive against first and foremost. And so for us, Kearney's going to be a good measuring stick and give us some really good film to tell us really truly where we're at against a quality Division II opponent.
You bring back the Steel City Classic, a fan favorite here in Pueblo. Took a year off from it last year, and you're back in action with it this year. Kind of talk about how excited you are to be able to host such a prestigious tournament here in Pueblo.
Yeah, I think getting back to hosting the Steel City is going to be awesome for us. It's great to be able to open at home. Get a little home cooking. You're sleeping in your own bed, a little bit more comfortable. And after last year playing only 7 home matches, it was just brutal. We were on the road all the time, and as a young team, that can be tough. And so excited to be able to basically double our home matches this year, be able to play a little bit more in front of our fans in our environment. Traditionally, we've been really strong at home, and so we hope to be able to come out and continue that with that first weekend starting on Thursday, September 5th.
Kind of talk about that a little bit. 5-2 at home last year, 6-5 on the road, not bad. Guys, the only pitfall you had was a little bit of struggling at neutral sites, 2-7, where some of those are tournament games, being neutral sites. Kind of talk about what you're looking forward to at home, away, and then on the neutral sites.
Yeah, obviously, basically, by hosting that first tournament, we're trading a bunch of our neutral site matches early on for home games.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like I said, we've been strong at home. It's just a matter of being able to play and execute and do what we need to do here on our home floor. For some neutral site games, we'll go to California, but even only 2 of those are neutral sites because we're going to get to play San Fran on their home floor and East Bay, which will both be top 35 teams in the country. Some may be even getting votes once that comes out. And so that's going to be a tough weekend for us. So good opportunity to kind of lay the foundation here at home, and then we're going to go out and really find out what we're made of out in California. And then that rolls us right into RMAC play, which is where we need to be most consistent and all those types of things. And so, again, biggest thing I think with this group is just enjoying our time together, whether we're home, away, or neutral. We want to put a good product on the floor, be consistent in how we show up, and let the results take care of themselves by the way that we work to prepare during the week.
Head coach Austin Albers on the brink of volleyball season starting. We've got the Navy Red game here this Friday at 4:30 p.m. So Pack Nation, come on out. The home opener is on September 5th here in Pueblo for the Steel City Classic. Coach, thanks for joining us.
You betcha. Thanks for having me.